What up, guys? This is my brand new channel, OG VR Cole New. Make sure to subscribe. We are going to be checking out everything that, in case anybody missed, we're going to check out every new update and how to play them, okay? So let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so once you come down here, it's going to be like this red line. Anything that you carry with you, it will completely disappear. So you can completely pull any of your objects into here if you need to. Obviously we have the friending card and everything, and the card is actually still here because this was actually a thing a while ago and then they got rid of it and then they made this brand new update. So you have to actually grab your key card. Alright, so I've actually been playing this for a while, so I am Temp 6, which is actually really good. So you just scan your key card and then the door opens up. Alright, and then you just come into here, and then the door closes right behind you, and then you just open this door up, okay? And then once you open the door up, then there's this thing right here. So you can use your card to buy stuff, so like the flash, it'll take away any ghost shield. The baton will kill ghosts. The shield shooter will actually give you a shield, so you can survive one hit exactly, and then you die. And then the lamp is obvious. It'll light up any way that you want to go. And then you have the revive, which in case any of your friends die while you're playing and one of them has it, then you can just pick it up and then point it right at them and shoot it, and then it will revive them. And then there is the collector, which the collector, when you either kill one of the monsters or you take one off the plant, it'll give you energy inside the collector, and then you can charge all of your objects, which is exactly what it shows right here. So we're just gonna get into it, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how and what to do. Alright, so I have my friend Skeleton here now, and we are going to be completely reviewing it with you guys, alright? So let's get into it. Alright, so you're going to want to come over here, and it'll say start, and you just hit that. And then this thing will open up the door, and then you can run all the way down into here. And as you can see, there are the orbs, which these orbs will give you like energy that you can buy stuff with, and then the flashlights. So we're just going to head all the way over here. And so see, you can just put them right in here, and then it just disappears. Alright, and then if you come all the way over here, it says all these other things. And then, so I'm gonna buy the flash, alright, because the baton is already out there. So, okay, alright, so now I'm gonna come out here, alright, and then I am going to run in here. So there's actually no ghosts when you walk in. So anybody that is scared, you'll be perfectly fine as long as you don't go down this path over here, and as long as you don't go further down to the rock. Alright, so I'm going to get Skeleton over here. Alright, Skeleton, come on. Do you have the collector? Alright, and he's going to have the flashlight so that he can show the way, and then I'll kill the ghosts and flash them to take off the shield. Alright, so he's actually, I'm going to break these boxes to find stuff, and then he's going to suck the orbs off all the plants and the monsters that I killed. So there are actually multiple boxes all the way around, and if this thing like goes out and you don't have a collector, you can always come back over here, or if you're just too lazy and you don't want to do it at all, you can just do that. So you're just going to want to break all these boxes, and then you want to get up onto this rock, because if you don't, then the monsters will kill you. So there's a monster over here that I'm about to kill. Alright, so this one is basic. Oh, and I just died. See, if you don't get the shield shooter, you kind of just have one life. So he actually throws orbs, well, his head at you, and then it'll kill you. And then you have the other guy, which is the skeleton that's almost like Lucy, but not quite the same, because Lucy could only do one thing, and this guy can actually kill you. Lucy could only just touch you and then bring you out. So it wasn't as bad, but it's definitely an upgrade. So we're going to go back down in here, and we are going to grab our stuff him off the ground over here. Because my friend just killed all of the monsters. Alright, skeleton, come on. Alright, so he actually used up most of my baton. So I'm actually just going to come back. And I'm just going to grab this one, although this one's kind of run out too. So there should be one, yep, right over here. Alright, so there is a monster over there. I'm not going to try and fight him right now. Because see, this is the Lucy ghost. As you can see, she's... Here, I'll try and show it to you. Yeah. And then this just appears, and then you can suck it up, or you can have your friend recharge any of your objects, alright? So, let's go over here, and let's go fight off the rest of the monsters, alright? So, we're actually going to go, and there's either this path over here, or there's the one over here, and then there's some further. So this one is actually open. So as you can see, you kind of just walk down here, and then you just charge it with the collector, just like you would charge any of these. And it's actually really easy, as long as they're open. Alright, so you'll see around here, everything is closed off. Sometimes there are monsters in the start, sometimes there aren't. Never run into the water, otherwise you die, okay? And if you come all the way over here, so you're going to take your flash, and this is like a force field almost, so you'll kind of just flash it 3 times, and this works for any of them, and it'll completely get rid of it. So I'm actually going to wait for my buddy to get back, because he has the collector and the flashlight, which we actually need for this, so that I can see, so I'm not getting killed by all the ghosts. So we are just going to have to wait up, and he's back. Alright, so he's actually gonna need to grab that and out of the water. So it's actually kind of hard to grab stuff out of the water. Alright, so I got all my friends back. They're not dead anymore. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna go kill all the monsters. So there's actually a monster up here. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna change this to first person that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Alright, so I'm actually gonna come all the way up into here. Alright, and then I'm gonna flash this.
This can kill you.
And then it's gonna open up. So this monster is actually one of the deadliest monsters, because he can't be killed unless you use the flash. So once you use the flash, then he's dead. And then there's a monster over there, but we're not going to go to that spot yet. We're just going to come up here. So if you come up here, so my flash is actually almost out. So where is Skeleton? Skeleton. Oh, there you go. All right. So he's actually going to use the collector to charge this. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy. See how it just charged up? So now we're going to come into here. All right, I'm just going to break this. All right, and if you look, there's gonna be a monster in here, alright? So the maps all change depending on which one you're in. So I'm actually gonna have to help my friend over here, and then he's gonna suck that up with the collector, okay? So Skeleton, come collect this with the collector.
Nah.
Skeleton.
I don't know where it went. Skeleton! How'd you live a life?
Alright, and then we're gonna open this one up right here. Again, it's only 3, and then it'll open up. Sometimes it gets a little bit laggy, and you might have to give all of your friends one, but most of the time, you don't need to do that. And it's kind of dangerous when you don't have any shields on, because you are very easy to kill. But since we are very experienced, we're just going to be playing without a shield on.
Actually, I am not experienced, so.
Uh-oh. My thing's dead. My thing's dead. I need you guys to charge it real quick, or otherwise we're all cooked. Okay. Alright, I charged it. Alright, perfect. So now we can go on, and we can open that up. There's a orb right there. Alright, so I'm just going to open this up. A quick and easy 3. And then we have the throwing head monster. Now he sometimes has armor on, sometimes he doesn't. So you can just flash him and he won't move actually or throw anything. And then you can kill him, which is kind of harder when he doesn't have his armor on, because then he really starts throwing them. There's an orb over here that you can come suck up. And then we're gonna come through here.
Can you recharge it?
And we
Yo,
always
can
have to
someone
be
charge my
careful.
Someone charged my lamp.
Alright.
It's almost dead.
So
I
we
thought I
just
used my
completely went through around there. So now we're gonna come back to where we started, and we're gonna go see the other paths that we didn't go through yet. So we didn't go through that one, and we didn't go through this one, but we're gonna go through this one. Alright, so there's actually one of the monsters right here. So I'm just gonna run at it really fast.
Yeah, running Comet
Up,
here?
and I died. Alright, so now I get revived.
It has so many steps.
And my flash is completely gone, so we don't have anything to save ourselves. So whoever dies, dies because I don't have the flash. Yep, and I died. Alright, so I need to actually go back to restart unless one of my friends gets the flash or the revive.
6-7.
Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go back to revive because it's just easier.
Yo, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
That's a revive.
Alright, so I'm going back to revive. And I'm gonna grab a brand new flash. And then I'm gonna grab all of the stuff that I need. Alright, so here is one of the orbs, so I can just pick it off the tree, but now it is dead. So I'm just gonna come all the way up here, and I'm gonna throw that into there. Alright, so now I have
They rejected my credit
100. Alright, so I'm gonna go on here, and I'm gonna grab the flash.
Rejected the credit card.
Alright, let's return to back where we were. Logan, there's a brand new revive back there. Alright, let me see
Oh yeah, I remember.
let me see
I
the
accidentally
baton.
got
Let me
two.
see the baton. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the baton. He's gonna have the revive again.
Wait, is it called a baton?
Yeah.
I thought it was called a baton.
No. Alright, so we're gonna go back and go help all of our friends because most of them are
Say
probably
no.
dying right now.
The ladies.
Grab the flashlight right there. Alright, guys. I have the
6-7 recharger.
the flash.
Where'd the other 6-7s go?
I have no idea.
6-7.
Alright.
Is it 6-7?
Alright, guys, this way.
6-7?
Let's get the flashlights on. Come on, let's go this way.
That's not the 3Ms. That's not very 3Ms.
Free M&M.
Massive muscle mango. That's the 3Ms.
Alright, so I just killed him. Alright, can somebody with the
6-7?
collector? I need the collector. Alright. Oh no.
Where are
You are so dead.
you? You don't fucking tell me where you were,
And this
bro.
thing is dead now, so I unfortunately cannot beat up this
Just
monster.
like get the 6-7 recharger.
Alright, so hold on.
Get the 6-7 recharger. With the 3 max bands.
Just did.
Oh,
Alright.
we're all cooked now. Are we? Are we?
Okay. Alright. So it's actually gonna be harder to get it now.
Can you get these?
Alright, so I'm actually gonna attempt to get it. I'm probably gonna die. But I'm gonna so you have to reflexes really fast. Otherwise you basically die.
Get a 6-7.
More than
Okay, you got
a
this,
couple
bro.
milliseconds.
You go.
And yep, and I'm dead. Alright.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to go back to restart.
Yeah, I'm not
And
with you. Bye.
Go back and do the
Bye-bye,
whole
Alexa.
dang thing again. Which it's not really that hard to do again. It's just a little bit tricky. Alright, so I'm gonna actually pick this thing up. I'm gonna flip it so you guys can see what I look like. So I look like a ghost skeleton right now, and I have no eyeballs at all. So we're gonna head back to start, and I'm gonna turn this third person so you guys can see me when I run. Alright, so let's go do this. Alright. So sometimes it gets a little bit laggy, but you gotta run all the way back, and then you gotta get revived. Alright, so none of us really have anything to buy anymore because of obvious reasons, because we're all broke. So I'm gonna have to go back and
I need to find my
come
phone.
back in here.
My
So
phone.
you guys
I
actually
found
have
my
a
phone.
time limit. So once the time limit is over, then you don't have anything. Alright, let's go this way. So once you get the time limit over, then you can't, like, you have to go back to start, otherwise you die completely, which actually sucks really bad. Alright, let's get into here, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna pull this over to me now. Alright, and I'm gonna switch it to first person so you guys can see again what it looks like coming through here. So 99% of the time it'll look like this whenever you see it into this part of the map. Alright, so we're gonna come into here. Alright, and we're gonna just hop down.
Wait, but what happened on
And
the phone?
there is the tunnel over here, which is the one that we're gonna take. And alright, so now this leads us right back to where we started. So basically we just did almost all of the maps. So we're gonna come through here, and then we're gonna go all the way through here and see where this leads us. I am completely lost. Okay, I am not completely lost now. Alright, so you just come all the way through here.
6 rounds. And that's 6.
Come through here.
6 plus 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13.
And then this,
13 minus
hey,
6
get back
is
out.
7.
So now we're
So
out of
it's
here.
6, 7.
Alright,
Yo, say my best friend.
hello.
Look at my best friend, bro. I was explaining to him how the 3 M's equals 6, 7.
No way, bro.
Yeah, so far he's acting very skibby.
Yeah, he looks very skibbity.
You're not fooling
Alright, let's
anybody,
go
little
do
bro.
the next
already
map
got
if it's
fame.
open.
What else you got, bro?
I'm really hoping. Okay, this one is actually not open, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys can see or not,
You're looking very
but it is not
You're
open.
gonna chase me. You're like turned down in the dark and chase me. Double.
I'm just gonna break that. Alright, and
Yeah, I knew we did.
this is going to be basically the end of this video, okay? So make sure you guys like and subscribe and watch all of my brand new videos when they come out, and I will see you
See, when you
tomorrow.
turn back into